It's like the oil on your stove after you cook the chicken. This is where people get fat. The greens don't do that. And plus the greens are the strongest. They sit in the sun more than you. So they carry all the information of the planet, plus then some. You know, common sense is like a super ability now and shit. And then you don't even want to sit down and have a real conversation with somebody because everything else is more, you know what I'm saying, important. Because your parents told you that they're doing all this shit for you because they love you. So you watch them take an ass whipping as you grow up. You watch them get hurt. You watch them have pain. You watch them sorrow and melancholy. And you say, why? And they said, don't worry about me. So then you become into this adult form, and everything that you are is destruction of yourself so that you can learn or be as the same fuel as your mother or father. So they give and give and give and take an ass whipping. See, you are taught to be a slave. You see that? And it's changed all the way around into a whole nother way of looking at it and telling you that because I love you, I. See, they're confused. I'm sorry. And they knew no better because their parents was taught out of slavery too. See, this is an ass whipping class. See, when you take an ass whipping and you push words and situation upon somebody, they take these words and these ways of living and they hold them as their own. Now, in the mind is yours because you have repeated it 1,000 times. It never had to be defended because it was beat into you. See? So now when you have your children, this is the way you live. This is the way you teach. And then this dilution, right, goes into the DNA of the future children, the babies in the bellies of the new. Anu, see? Anu. You hear that? Anu. It's crazy. And see, because we are deities living in a human form, every situation that played through time since the beginning of time has been replayed with a different connection of how you see your own self. You are the same superior individual light being since the beginning of your creation in each replication. But if now I change the pathway of how you are recreated and the information that stands, the food that gives you growth through the dimensions of infinity, you will never be you. You will be who I see you, say you, place you to be. And you will fight for this. You will fight for this. Not knowing that everything that you are using in your powers to fight for me, the things I have taught you to go against your own principle, see, is your divinity. These are my weapons. See, this is what the evil sees. The evil sees that you have divinity. So they'll place another option and situation upon you so that you use your divinity against your own self. See, the war is not with the people around you or nothing you do. It's with how you handle everything you deal with. See, it's too far to see it in simplicity because you're using universal powers to deal with earthly realm magic. See, the words and the terminology got you twisted. And just because you're connected, your ego allows you to want to show off a principle that has no conductivity or growth. You are still individual deity, lost from your purpose. Thus, the first day you place a foot on this mother deity, you were divine. a light energy that has changed her ways, as if a child in a movie following bandits through the woods and soon become one. We're talking dimensions and eons. We have been here more than 2,000,000 years existence. So understand you. Don't understand me or the words or the pretense. You are so important. Not by what you can read and see and how fast you can understand what's around you, but that in the same capability to yourself. And then ignite your fire, start your real car, meet your true self, build your true trinity, your true trinity, your soul, your flesh, and your most high thinking. You bring your most high thinking to you. The creation has been set way before you are physical. We are everything that is around our perception. We are everything in our negativity. The power of our love. You have to know love. Love is control. Love is inner over and understanding of self principle. Everything about you. This is unconditional love when you learn these things. After learning these things, you can apply, irradiate like the sun from yourself and your center. You see, this takes patience, divinity. But you will put these things of truth, the voices, the soul, the higher in you that speaks to you, you will put that to the side, to side with another deity. Because the other deity may say something that sounds a little more better. So you're like that. So you become a quick follower instead of still remaining the deity leader that you are. The universe is way larger. Way larger. Way larger. There's no estimation. Know this. We are all individually super. Individually. And together we are a mass of power. Not to follow one another, but to be together. Together is not behind or in front. It is together. It is not before or after. It is not control or non-control. It is together. And together is like a screw and a bolt. They are together. Whether the bolt is painted red and the screw is painted blue, they still are together. And this is an analogy for your materialistic value, because so materialistic you are. Your world and your pretense. So your understanding thus shall fall in the same. You shall feel this and vibrate to shed the physical connection to false pretenses of truth, and rise your vibration higher to break the glass of the champagne. Now we sip the champagne of the universe in a goblet of solar energy. We created language, art, poetry, beauty, understanding, manifestation. There is no need to learn. There is no lessons to be taught. There is only awakening, realize, and go forward. When you question because you're happy, then you bring down doubt. You must feel the question, and because the question, you are the answer. See, the questions that come, you are the answer. So they don't need. See, where did the question come from? You see? If it has to enter the body, it must came out of the body. Be aware of every aspect, and words are very dangerous because you will pick up the energy from other people and their processes and apply them to your life, symbolically destroying everything what you are. Taking the happiness and the love right out of you, boop, and replacing this program because you are a biological computer. Replacing this program with the other person's problem. Now you and your spouse or your friend or your people or your mother, your father, your connection, your job, whatever you deal with is going in shambles because you feel you have the same right as the equality of the individual who placed that negative feeling upon you. See, lost their control in self has everyone lost. You cannot fight a war with yourself while fighting a war with someone else or even accepting their war upon self. Understand who you are. Fight you. Kick your ass. Look in the mirror. Cry, hug, smile. Go through every emotion. Shed the emotions like a snake would shed skin. So then you recognize these things and you have them and they're tangible and you realize what they are. So now you have understood you. And when you see them in society, you know what to do with that. Because the job is to remain positive, happy, so that growth is the same way. We ain't going to go too deep. I'm just going to leave it there because this is very important. And when we do our next chapter, we'll start focusing on manifestation of how you want to live your life. How to manifest what your life is about. Who you are. Because this is the thing, there's so many going on, people don't know how to hold on to themselves. But we'll get to that in a whole nother one because that's deep. But for now, we'll leave it there. And like Brother Baba Heru says, Nuke Pnuke Kah, Nuke Pnuke Kah. I am that I am light. That's what that means. MCM Hotep, Uncle Jocelyn Abner, Dua.